Susie, do you have a minute?
Hey, sure, what's up?
So guess what? I just bought some rice online.
Rice?
I know I could have gone to the supermarket, but it's heavy and carrying it back home is a pain. So I bought it online.
If you'd have said so, I would have taken you in the car, you know.
Oh, that's fine, don't worry. Because I don't shop online very often, so I thought I'd treat myself to some delicious-looking luxury rice.
Huh? Luxury rice?
It should be arriving at your place tomorrow, cash on delivery. Now, be a darling and bring it over to our house once it does.
Wait a second.
What?
When you say you sent it to my place cash on delivery, you mean I'm the one who'll be paying for it? Don't you?
That's right. I'm away at the moment, so you were the only one I could ask.
Can I ask how much it's going to cost me?
Let me see here. Yes, 5 kilos for $75.
That much? Are you kidding me?
It's hardly a lot of money. Surely you have it lying around somewhere.
That's not the point, is it? How many times have you made me pay for your things now? Oh, you can't keep doing this!
Oh, lighten up. I don't see the problem.
Well, it is a problem. You never pay me back. Why do you never pay me back?
Good grief, what am I going to do with you? I might be your mother-in-law, but that still makes me your mother. Are you really going to pester your own mother for cash?
Pester you for cash? All I want you to do is pay me back for all the times you forced me to pay for your things.
Stop being such a tightwad. I've never met anyone so selfish. You're working, so a measly $75 is probably pocket change for you. Just see to it that I get my luxury rice.
There's a limit to how high my expenses can go. I'm trying to save up money for the future too, you know. I haven't reached my savings target for the last 3 months in a row because you always have stuff sent to my house without my permission.
Isn't that just because you're bad at managing your finances? Don't you think it's just a tad disrespectful to try and use your own mother as your scapegoat? I'm very disappointed in you, Susie.
This goes beyond me managing the finances. Just last month alone, I paid $440 for your things.
Oh, that reminds me. I'm going on holiday with a friend next month.
Holiday?
You'll never guess. The Bahamas! Not only that, but for 6 days and 5 nights.
Wait, you're going for that long? If you can afford to go on holiday to the Bahamas, surely you can afford to pay for your own rice.
Oh, well, you see, as for the holiday expenses, Elena paid for everything for me.
My stepsister?
She really is such an amazing daughter. She doesn't complain or act like a tightwad with her money whenever I say I want a little something, unlike some.
Wow.
I'm going for a cup of tea with a friend now. I'm counting on you for the rise.
Hey, wait a sec!
Susie, you got a minute?
Graham? Sure, what is it? Oh, yeah, I hope your business trip went well.
Thanks.
Are you done with all your work now?
Yeah, we managed to wrap things up earlier than expected, so I'm chilling out with my feet up in a hotel right now. Anyway, there's something I was hoping to talk to you about.
Did something happen?
Well, it kinda did, but not to me. It's about something my sister told me.
Your sister?
When I checked my phone just now, I realized she'd been sending me tons of messages while I was at work. It's my mom. She has complete control over my sister's finances.
What? What do you mean?
So you know how my sister got her job through a recommendation from my mom's friend who works at the same company?
Yeah, I think I heard something about that before.
Well, my mom's been using her connections at that company to have my sister's entire salary paid directly into her own bank account.
What? How could that be?
Right? I first heard about it today. I was surprised myself. What's even more surprising is that apparently my sister quit the company.
Oh, wow, she did?
She made a complaint to management because she was scared after her creepy pervert boss, who also happens to be married, kept making passes at her. But contrary to what you'd expect any respectable company to do in that situation, they started pressuring her to resign voluntarily.
Wow.
My sister had been wanting to change careers for a while, so she agreed to resign as long as they gave her a severance package when she did. This all went down about 3 months ago.
Oh, so that's why.
Huh? That's why what?
You know, I've mentioned it to you a few times now. Your mom keeps sending me things she bought online to be paid cash on delivery, forcing me to pay, and it all started 3 months ago. She still hasn't paid me back a single cent.
Ah, that explains it then. She can no longer rely on my sister's salary, so she started pestering you instead.
On that note, just today she had $75 worth of luxury rice sent to my house.
Good God. I can't believe the nerve of that woman. No matter how much I tell her not to, she doesn't pay me the slightest attention. If anything, she gets worse.
Have you tried saying something to your dad?
Nope, that's just as hopeless. My mom has control over my dad's finances as well.
Wow, she does?
The only reason I'm fortunate enough to have control over my own money in the midst of all this is because I got the job I wanted after I applied for it myself and declined the offer Mom made for the company her friend works at, and left the family home as soon as I graduated university.
I see. Just think, if you'd have accepted that job offer your mom got you through her friend, there's a good chance you'd be in the same position as the rest of her victims right now.
I think you might be right. Chill went down my spine when I thought about it just now.
Right?
Anyway, about my sister.
Oh, of course. Sorry I took us off the subject.
Not at all. It's important we discuss that too, so don't worry about it. So, I'll carry on with what I was going to say about my sister now.
Okay, please do.
Now, the crucial factor in all this is my sister's severance package.
Severance package?
My sister went out of her way to set up a brand new bank account for the severance package to be paid into, and requested specifically that the company make sure that the money was paid into that account and only that account.
Right. I see. If it was paid into the same bank account they'd been using till now, it'll go straight to your mom.
That's right. That's why she made the new one, to prevent that from happening. Apparently, she planned on moving out of the family home using the money from that severance package. But for God knows what reason, it went straight into my mom's bank account just like before.
What?
She thought something fishy was going on when she hadn't received anything after 3 months, and when she made some inquiries, they told her they already gave it to my mom.
My God. Is there no way she can get it back now?
My mom probably spent it already, knowing what she's like.
No way.
She was saying something about going on holiday to the Bahamas next month.
Wait, the Bahamas? Your mom was sending me messages about that just earlier today. She said your sister was covering all of the expenses for her.
Seriously?
So that's what she was scheming. Your sister doesn't deserve this. She must be so miserable. Isn't there anything we can do? Someone's got to stop your mom's reign of terror.
I agree. That's why I wanted to discuss it with you today. If my sister can just get away from the family home and find work at a company that has nothing to do with my mom, I think she can make it somehow.
I think so too.
I'm gonna fill you in on more of the details when I get home tomorrow.
Okay, got it.
Are you there, Graham? I can't get in touch with Susie. Do you have any idea why that might be?
Oh, Mom, it's you.
I just got back from my holiday in the Bahamas. I called Susie while I was away to ask if she'd pay for a package I bought online. I ordered it to your house to be paid cash on delivery. I just went over there myself because I can't get through to her. But no one seems to be home. I wanted to get hold of my rice ASAP since I planned on having some with my favorite hamburger patties and garlic sauce for lunch tomorrow. I'm in a real pinch here.
Susie's next to me right now.
Oh, she is? Please, could you ask her where my package is? It should have arrived yesterday.
Oh, that. She was unable to accept it.
What? Why?
Because we moved out 3 days ago.
Huh? You moved out? What do you mean? Don't joke about things like that, Graham. Where's my luxury rice?
We moved out.
What?
We moved out of that house. Let me rephrase. We no longer live in that house.
Huh? You moved out?
Which is why, if you want to know where your package is, I suggest you phone the delivery company's customer service line or the manufacturer and make an inquiry yourself.
Just slow down for 1 second. What are you talking about? I very clearly asked Susie to take care of this for me.
Didn't she tell you she had plans that day and refused? I came back off my business trip just as all this was happening, so I know about everything.
Well, maybe so, but I was certain she was just telling lies so she could get out of paying.
Yeah, about that. How many times have you forced Susie to pay for cash on delivery packages that you specifically arranged to arrive when she was home, Mom? You owe her well over $1,000 by this point. When exactly do you plan on paying her back?
Well,
I get it, Mom. You had no intention of paying her back to begin with.
Well,
Stop treating my wife like your personal ATM.
Oh, ATM, don't be ridiculous.
Then there's the issue of what you've been doing to my sister.
Elena?
I know about everything. You used almost her entire severance package from when she left the company to fund your trip to the Bahamas and your lavish spending sprees. I also know about how you used your connections at her old company to see that her salary was paid into your bank account every single payday.
No. You've got it all wrong. That was because I was worried about her. Elena's never been very good with her finances, so I decided to help her.
Cut the crap, Mom! The only one who's no good with their finances is you.
Me? How dare you?
The whole family knows about your disastrous spending habits and how wasteful you are. I dread to even ask how much money's left in your bank account right now. You're the most frivolous person I've ever known.
But,
And that's why my sister moved house too.
What? Wait a second. Elena moved away too?
Of course she did.
Not of course she did. I just put in a recommendation for her at another company, and they were about to invite her for an interview.
Why am I not surprised? All so you can continue using her as your ATM, right? How long do you have to exploit her before you finally be satisfied? You take everything she has and you still want more. That's why the three of us, me, my wife, and my sister, all decided to move away all at the same time. We used the time you were away on holiday as our opportunity to get away from you.
How could you?
Oh yeah, we can't forget about Dad.
Huh?
He moved independently of the three of us, but I heard he also used your Bahamas trip as his chance to get out of the house.
No, your father too. This can't be happening. Everyone's abandoning me. Wait, more importantly, where on earth did he get the money to leave home from?
Apparently, he'd been saving up for years, biding his time, waiting for the right moment. He also told me he's currently in the process of setting up a new bank account, and the account his salary goes into will be changing before long.
What? What do you mean?
You seriously don't understand?
How can I understand if you don't explain to me?
The bank account Dad's salary has been going into this whole time. Basically, the bank account you've been spending all the money in like it was your God-given right for years, will stop receiving payments as soon as the change has been finalized. To summarize, you won't be getting a single cent out of him ever again!
What? Stop this at once. What has gotten into you all? Where has your father gone?
I've got a pretty good idea about what Dad intends to do from here on out. But since that's none of your business, I won't be telling you a thing. If you want to repair the damage you've done, you need to do it yourself. It's time you stood on your own 2 feet for a change, mother.
Wait!
Goodbye. A few days later, my dad sent my mom the divorce papers. My mom was seething over the unprecedented situation she found herself in of being abandoned by all of her loved ones in one fell swoop. But luckily for her, her little brother, my uncle, was kind enough to take her in. And thanks to my uncle somehow or other persuading my mom to go through with it, the divorce was finalized. Now, my dad and sister are enjoying their fresh start in their new homes, while finally being able to appreciate the satisfaction of actually being able to spend their own money for a change. We're using all means necessary to ensure that my mom pays my sister back every last cent of the severance package she stole. And she's currently spending most of her days on the verge of tears working tirelessly to see to it that she makes the money to fund those repayments. As soon as she's done paying my sister back, a solitary existence of living alone without a single person to rely on is all that awaits her. By finally being forced to work, I hope she finally understands the value of money and how difficult it can be to get by.